Hey guys, Zilla2000 here, Key Mutations, and I'm back with another sort of Godzilla movie review. This time we're sort of reviewing Godzilla, the Planet Eater, the final Earth Godzilla movie. So, yeah, I already did a review of Monster Planet and City on Each Battle. Monster Planet, it did okay. It was an okay film. The second film sucked. How did the third film go, though, in my opinion? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You're in for a, you're in for a treat now, folks. Let's dive into it. So, Godzilla, the Planet Eater, takes place literally before the events of Godzilla, City on Each Battle, and Monster Planet. NetEase is the narrator for the beginning, which I don't really know why. I mean, well, it kind of makes sense. Horror was the narrator of the first Godzilla movie. Wait, why didn't one of the Bill Saluto become the narrator of the second movie? Would have made sense, at least. Would have made a lot more sense if one of the Bill Saluto, like Galagu or Belube, I think I got their names right. Correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong. But it would have made sense if one of them became the narrator of the second film. Because literally, we had Horror as the narrator of the first film, and we had NetEase as the narrator of the third film. In the opening, by the way. Anyways, two of our characters checked on Godzilla, and apparently they discovered that he's actually still alive. He's just sleeping and recovering from his battle. The mothership basically figures out what's going on and what happened, and Mechagodzilla City and the Bill Saluto leaders kind of peed off. Often kind of wants Haru dead. Anyways, we cut back to Haru, and apparently Yuko is, I know what you're gonna say, dead. Now, I know what you're gonna say, dead. Well, technically, she's not really dead. She's sort of more of a zombie horror film kind of alive. Basically, her heart and brain are still alive. And well, that's basically it. And she can't really wake up. So, Horror, you just wasted the entirety of the movie just looking at Yuko trying to decide on if you're going to save her or not. Way to go. Let's let your girlfriend die. Horror, you're the worst boyfriend ever. Literally. Anyways, all the other characters start believing that it was God who saved Haru, and not Yuko. Or a miracle, basically. But what's actually happening was that Haru was like, he had like that stuff that the Hotua had, and if you seen the opening of the film, of the second film, you saw that Haru had that weird stuff. Well, apparently people are theorizing is Mothra's DNA or blood that's on him, making it where Haru and the others can actually breathe and how to basically breathe the atmosphere on Earth and survive against nanometal, and of course Godzilla's radiation. So NetEase apparently lies to everyone, and there's like a little argument going on between Haru and NetEase. NetEase sort of ends up winning the argument, and apparently he discovers that Haru doesn't no longer have it to kill Godzilla. Finally, Haru realizes that Godzilla is unstoppable. He can't really be stopped. No matter how many times he comes close to killing Godzilla, he will always get right back up. Sorry about that. Anyways, moving on. So, anyways, back on the mothership, the Bills literally take over the ship, and apparently there's now like a little battle going on. The professor, sir, basically tells Howard to go in hiding until things calm down at the mothership. Howard goes with one of the twins, and okay, I will admit, this is possibly the most weirdest moment. Like, I get it, it's kind of romantic in a Godzilla movie, but it's at the same time, it's kind of weird. Because, one of the twins tries to end up having her to, well, yeah, I'm not even gonna go into details. But apparently it's revealed that the nice twin wasn't the one who saved Haru. But in fact, it was the other twin who saved him. And Haru ends up doing it with her instead. Yeah. If you go still alive, you could probably consider Haru as a cheater. Haru ends up having a weird nightmare, and apparently the twin that he, well, basically did it with senses Ghidorah, and they had to go check out what's going on. Yes, folks, King Ghidorah is in the film. If you're wondering, well, what does his design look? Well, if you're wondering, well, how does he play in this film? You'll see later on. There's a kind of a darker moment which actually kind of terrified me, and that was Shadow Ghidorah killing everybody. Literally, Adam just stands there, does nothing while watching all of his comrades die right in front of him, and he just screams, obsessed with this, moving out of the way. Seriously, what's up with people doing Godzilla movies these days? Why don't they just move out of the way in time before the attack happens? Anyways, Ghidorah arrives and destroys the mothership. Apparently, okay, this is the part that you guys are gonna hate, but Ghidorah is not really Ghidorah. It's just more like a giant, long neck. People theorize that these were just Ghidorah's necks and his real body's hiding in the other dimension. But that's not really the case. Apparently, it has to do with Haru giving praise to King Ghidorah. If Haru gives praise to King Ghidorah, he will become a divine reality in this universe. Yep. Basically, Ghidorah will have his body, wings, legs, and tail if Haru prays to King Ghidorah, which is kind of pathetic if you think about it. Meaning one person to give praise to basically a devil within a way, giving praise to the devil just so he can become more powerful, well, let alone getting his true form, it just doesn't seem right. Especially in a Godzilla movie. I mean, what use does King Ghidorah have for a human giving praise to him? Sorry about that. Anyways, moving on. So basically, I don't know why King Ghidorah needs a human to give praise to him. Anyways, moving on. So Godzilla's attacks apparently don't work on King Ghidorah. The atomic probe just bounces off, and of course, when Godzilla tries to touch King Ghidorah, his hand just goes right through him. His body parts just go right through the guy. Which basically proves to everyone that King Ghidorah is in fact a kaiju from another universe. And the most boring fight scene ever is that King Ghidorah just bites on Godzilla and just drains his energy as Godzilla tries so hard to shake King Ghidorah off. Oh, and the other two heads arrive as well. So yeah, best fight scene ever, and we get a long moment where Horror is trying to sort of fight Netes, but nothing works. This Netes just sort of hypnotizes Haru, and Godzilla returns to his burning form. That doesn't really work. And Netes just tries to convince Haru to give praise to King Ghidorah. This is why you don't trust aliens in the Godzilla movie, people. They'll always backstab you in the end. Mothra does have an appearance in the movie, but it's only for like 5 seconds. No, I'm just gonna go ahead and speed run through this. Basically, Mothra shows up at the twin tells Horror that Nephthys is the source of King Ghidorah's rival. Well, it's up to him to stop King Ghidorah. Horror resists. As he breaks King Ghidorah's power source, and basically King Ghidorah becomes well, sort of, you know, his powers are basically gone, and Godzilla Earth cannot basically physically touch him now. Now, Godzilla kills King Ghidorah, everyone lives happy ever after, but the boring part is, no one lives happy ever after, because Horror basically has a vision where, well, sort of has a vision where Nephthys explains that King Ghidorah will return if they use technology again. And Horror has the power. Oh, and he also gets the twin pregnant and ends up marrying her. And all of his team members end up living with the Hotua now, basically becoming part of their tribe. Anyways, so Haru apparently takes the remaining vulture and just flies out towards Godzilla Earth and just lets Godzilla Earth kill him. Wow. I've never been so bored from a Godzilla movie before, and I never thought I was going to say this. But this movie is just boring. I especially don't like the ending, because Horror had the power to change his ways, but instead, no. He just takes the vulture, takes Yuko's body, and just flies off, lets Godzilla shoot him down, and just... Ugh. This is why almost everyone prefers Godzilla Singular Point rather than this. And I'm kind of actually one of them. I'm kind of glad we got Singular Point, because Singular Point proved to be a better anime Godzilla than Earth Godzilla did. Because at least Ultima does something in the movie, and at least characters are actually likable, and they actually mean something. Where in this movie, it doesn't make any sense. Heck, the graphic novel of the movies turned out to be way better. How the heck did that happen? If you don't know what I mean, go check out some videos of Godzilla Monster Apocalypse and Godzilla Project Mechagodzilla. They're basically the graphic novel of these movies, and they're literally way better than the movies. I wish we kind of got a series of this, like the series of the Earth Godzilla trilogy, but instead it's just focused on yeah, basically the Earth, the sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, the graphic novel way better than the Earth Godzilla movies. I wish we kind of got a series of Monster Apocalypse and Project Mechagodzilla. That would have been way better. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my review of Godzilla Singular Point. So, yeah, bye-bye.